Yeah, so what do you think from a design perspective? I mean, we can wrap on it, but like,
So yeah,
this stuff gone, right?
we definitely got to eliminate the front.
Yeah.
Get all this away, because this is very important. Or perhaps these two can, or maybe one or two of these can do something that wrap around. I liked when you did that with Will Baddeley, and it had something that sort of went with the concave of the whole stump.
Yeah.
I thought that was really cool. I was like, oh man, that really is cool.
Okay.
Perhaps something like that.
Yeah.
This one can completely go.
Cool.
This one's no good.
Whew.
This one would make a great cutting, by the way.
Oh, you think so? We can like literally try to just peel that off with the root. You can take it home for sure. You're like,
I'm so stoked on that, actually. You don't know how stoked I am, because I saw how much these fucking olives go for cuttings, and you're like, ah. That's why I've been trying to make Desert Rose cuttings.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Because those are, like, dude, they're so expensive.
Ah,
And I saw this video where this guy was making, like, the coolest radial roots. All right. Back away. Are we live?
Yep.
Hold up. I want to say something to the live audience there. That's our camera. Howdy, y'all. Welcome to the Bonsai Yeah live stream. This is not like a Q&A kind of thing, although if you do have any questions, I think our producer Brandon's going to be able to ask us those questions so we can answer them for you. We are filming for this Olia defoliation, wiring, and styling with Brandon Baldouf. It's a live stream, so you're going to watch how we record these things, and that's it. That's how we're doing it. So welcome to the live stream, our first ever Bonsai Yeah live stream. That wasn't me playing bullet chess. All right, so I'm going to actually look it up here and see if we're live. We are live streaming.
Should be fun here.
Hawkeye Bonsai mentioned our story. Or I just mentioned us in their story.
Oh, yeah. Excited. Instagram, getting the Instagram love.
It says live giveaway.
Yeah, it's still, I got to work on that, but we need to get at least this started because we've burned a lot of time.
All right.
All right, I'm rolling.
It says live. My man. All right, I see everyone that's there. That's out of frame. All right, here we go. Let's get out of frame. Howdy, y'all. Los here. Welcome to another episode of Bonsai Yeah. We are here today with our friend, owner, proprietor, Hawkeye Bonsai, my friend, Brandon Baldouf.
Yeah.
Welcome back to Bonsai Yeah. And he brought this amazing European olive, this Olia, this just monster of a beautiful bonsai that needs a defoliation. It needs some wiring, and it needs some styling. Brandon, how long have you had this thing?
I've had this tree for about 2 years now. And it was originally collected out of California at like an olive orchard, if you will, like a big grove. And after about like last year, I potted it with Zach Adams' help. So thank you, Zach. We did move it into a different pot than this one. So it was in a square container for a while. And then we got this slab that rolled through the nursery, and I figured it would be fun to try to put this dragon's head-esque sort of olive on this slab.
Absolutely, and this slab is something to be mentioned as well. Who created this slab? We'll give this a spin.
A potter out of the Czech Republic, I do believe. His name is Eric Kryzovinsky. And it is this, as you would see with natural stone, if everything was just one color and it was just carved in, it wouldn't look right. So you have to do this like staining, right?
Staining, this antiquing, I think they would call it as well, where you're just basically washing it with black paint and sort of wiping off. And whatever kind of stays there are the deeper parts. And that's where you would see the shadow and light, which is really cool. This Olia
turned out nice.
Is an amazing specimen. And when he talks about dragon, I think you're talking about this face we see with this eye. Perhaps a little bit of a horn right here, right?
Absolutely, yeah. That's what I mean.
And I absolutely do see that. And we do want to play with that.
Yeah, when you unfocus the eyes and just kind of let the mind play and tell you what it's seeing, You can basically, what do you see when you look into the depths here?
I tell you, the way I like to look at these things is the same way I look at 3D eye puzzles.
Exactly.
Those magic puzzles, right?
Yeah.
Where you have to sort of blur your eyeballs a bit and like look at it. And I do that with paintings too. You sort of one eye blur it a bit so that you don't see the sharp lines. And that helps you imagine shapes a little more.
Precisely.
Absolutely, dude.
Yes,
and I
got
see
a
that
strong,
with this
surreal vibe, you know?
And you were talking about, now we're talking styling here. You wanted to sort of bring some of these branches out to help make this look like perhaps it's breathing.
Oh yeah, I mean
breathing
ultimately the whole
crazy.
direction of this planting is going towards you, Los. So, you know, this side is kind of the left side, which is not the depth side, and then that side definitely has more of the directionality with where it's looking and moving, and then with the planting on this slab as it is, there's that negative space out there. So ultimately I am aiming to play into the dragon surreal, and I think we can kind of like help it feel more dragon-like if we're able to wire out some of these branches and have them maybe feel like kind of a dragon flame for the canopy here. So if it's like flaming in this direction.
So like windswept
cool.
style hanging out over here.
Exactly.
Oh, that's so cool. And then what did you imagine for this side?
So we have so many branches. It's really awesome that I feel like we can make probably like a forest of some nature.
Oh yeah.
And with so many of them, and it being the non-directional side, I would say like we cut all these back pretty hard to help all the interest go this way.
Sure.
But essentially create like a little mini forest just kind of hanging out on the back. You know, if this is like the drake's, you know, horns and, you know, different spikes that are hanging out, you can also follow that same pattern with the different trees. So this side's going to get cut back a whole lot, pretty hard. We're going to be developing taper on all these branches and let it kind of do clip and grow to help it grow, you know, to the ultimate length that we want. So that'll happen here on this on the right hand side from where I'm standing, and then yeah, we'll put some wire on these and kind of give it some direction and flow, and it should be pretty fun.
Cool, man. So should we just go ahead and start selecting the branches we want first?
Oh yeah.
Should we defoliate this whole thing?
We can. I would say like let's remove stuff first.
Cool,
you know, like
man.
if we can eliminate some of the branching and some of the length on it, there's less to defoliate.
Now that we have a plan, there's only one way to it. It's to do it. Let's do this.
Nice.
Okay, let me get some.
All right, so that's a good stopping point.
You got some comments coming in. Some people.
All right, Bonsai Yeah live stream. We are in between Bonsai. Oh, dude, S&C, dude. Those kids are really cool, man. Yeah, this is one massive olive.
Keep
Baldouf has got some amazing trees. What's up?
I'm just trying to get clean roll in your hand.
Oh, sorry. Sorry.
Okay.
Just tell me, move my hand. Let's see here. Oh,
Yeah.
we got Kevin, my man. That's right, boys and girls. We're here. Bonsai Yeah live stream, first ever.
Yeah, the olives are pretty fun. They do really well in Texas too, so I like cultivating them.
You're gonna make me a huge fan of these. I tell you, you already made me a huge fan with the stuff we've seen in your backyard.
Hang on.
The work we did with Battley. That
was a fun one. That tree's doing really well now, by the way.
I can't. Yeah, I would love to see it
follow-up.
because I'm sure the colors have now it's not so freshly cut and it actually kind of has grayed up a bit. You know,
It's filled out. Has not grayed up on the Deadwood though.
Okay.
So I did end up potting it though because I wanted to make sure we got the work done. So I was trying to wait for you guys on that in order to. Let's see what happens if we just kind of do that number.
Oh, Lily, welcome to the stream. She's a beginner that is interested in doing the $50. Oh my goodness, $50 bonsai. Now look at this. This one's ready for some of its own soil.
Yeah, so that was just like the way these things propagate is they like a little growing tissue will just start growing, and then that'll turn into a big running piece. Like as you can see on this backside, like there's a little supportive section of trunk that's growing right off of the base and where the roots emerge, so that'll grow. So you got to cut the runners back and like the lower growth on the olive, so you can keep the strength in the branching that's higher up, right? Because like the live vein for this specifically runs all the way up through here, around this dead portion, into this back sector, and then this is all live up and through here. So there's like a live vein that's filling out all this, and essentially like if you let these sap suckers sort of things like run too much, then you risk losing some of the upper high.
Interesting, absolutely. I think that's actually what's going on with the bald cypress that we worked on.
Oh, really?
Like I'm losing a lot of vigor in the bottom branches because the top has gotten so
that's
vigorous.
You just got to keep addressing it and balancing it out. So, but
I
that
need to
friend right there, that'll be a good cutting.
I'm excited to. Oh boy, I'm stoked about this one. Boy, oh boy. So let's get in and start cutting. If you guys have any questions on the live stream, don't forget to just ask, man. What's going on here? Lily Rue, send us some of your pictures. I'd love to see your bonsai.
$50 challenge, you said? She's going to do the $50 challenge?
I think she wanted to do the $50 challenge, and
all right.
I asked her to just go ahead and film it. Go ahead and film it. She's like, no, she's modest. I know that it's a bit intimidating to get started, and that's okay. Take pictures so that way you see your progress in the future. All right, so Brandon, you're going around and just shortening up stuff.
Yeah, I'm just do some branch elimination.
I want to keep these long so that we know where to cut these.
Yeah, so most of that stuff can get defoliated.
I think I'll just go and I'll start doing that there.
And then we got a bunch of wire, so we can add wire to any of these things that are cut back.
Excellent.
If you're interested in doing that too. But yeah, $50 bonsai challenge. Way to go on that one. That's an interesting kind of, what would you call it? Like a trend. I would say it's a trend.
I think it's definitely catching on, man. People are doing it, and I don't even know if they know where that's how you know it's going good, when I don't think they know who originated it, right?
Yeah.
They just heard it from somebody that's doing it. They were recommended it, and now they're doing it.
Hence the trending aspect. I'm not sure it's gone viral yet, but
nah, definitely
maybe
not viral.
in the bonsai community, it's going viral.
And the idea of it was to go to a place that doesn't sell bonsai stuff. I know that my bonsai challenge actually had a bonsai section, but I put out 3 videos of $50 challenges, and I know they're not all me, but they're Bonsai Yeah. So that's I'm representative. If I was a contractor, they'd go, well, you're the guy of the channel, right? Like, well, yeah, but that was Brandon Baldouf. But it's like, but it's your channel, right? You're like, yeah, okay, I guess it's me. So I take responsibility for the good $50 challenges that have been on my channel, especially Dashiell's. Dashiell's has a really good one with the Yopon Holly, Stokes Dwarf, if you will. Although I don't ever hear anybody call it a Stokes Dwarf.
Oh, really?
But that's its common name if you weren't going Yopon,
I've heard it called like a shillings too, something shillings.
What I want to do is I want to try the foliage. I'd like to
for a tea.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, naturally occurring caffeine outside of coffee.
I dig coffee, so maybe we can get into the business of selling Yopon leaves. You know what I'm saying?
You sure could.
Andy says I got a button bonsai, a bunton.
Buttonwood?
Button bonsai to do the $50 challenge. What's a button bonsai?
Maybe buttonwood.
Probably buttonwood? Yeah, button, but it's spelled like bunton.
Oh gosh.
Bunton.
Tell us more. Tell us more about this. I do.
Andrew is always there for our morning live streams on Saturday morning. He's always there. I can always count on him to be there.
I was watching one of your videos, and Roland Lopez challenged me to a $50 bonsai challenge.
Yeah, dude.
Yeah, I'm going to take him up on that, Roland. I hope you're streaming it right now, but we're going to make it happen. You'll help me make a video for that one, Los?
Yes, absolutely.
Yes. It's going to be fun.
You're going to find a place to buy a bonsai or a pre-bonsai or whatever you're going to find. And you know what was great?
You mean a tree store?
You got to go to the tree store.
Okay, we got tree stores.
But the way that Nigel Saunders did it, the rules are this. You have to buy a plant. You need soil.
Mm-hmm.
You need to get a container. But basically, that's it. A container and a tree and bonsai soil. And I bought bonsai soil, but you can reuse soil, that the thing that you bought comes in.
Yeah, absolutely. You're buying soil with the plant.
When you buy the plant.
Yeah.
And so in a way you are fulfilling one of the ways. And I was like, oh man, I spent $20 on the bonsai soil.
Yeah, exactly. Oh, you're spoiling my strategy here.
And dude, that's the way to do it. You don't have to buy the soil like as a separate thing. It comes with the plant. So if you're able to repot using the same soil,
boom, more money towards embellishments.
Absolutely. Buying a bigger plant or a better container, you know, all of those kind of things. So really, you have to use the two combinations of plant and container. Makes $50 before tax. So
it's gonna be fun. I'm excited. I got some plans. I got some ideas. I've been thinking, been doing some scouting just to see what's up.
Ooh. You could use. We didn't talk about. You could use used or found items like.
Oh, you're spoiling all my plans.
See, I'm not. No, you can't just go do Yamadoris though. That's the thing.
Right.
And I was like, because you can just go out and find the biggest dang tree you can find, and you're like, you win this competition. No, it can't be that. It can't be that. Let's see, Patricia, what's up? Instagram name Patricia. Let's see.
Hello, welcome, Patricia. You're the 150th caller today.
All right. Let's go to our viewers here. Kevin Saunders. You know, Kevin Saunders is an old friend from high school.
Oh, really?
You know that?
What's up, Kevin?
My man, Kevin. And then he moved to Houston for a little bit, worked on the oil fields or something in that nature of the oil industry. Now I think he's back home in Orange County. That's last I heard. And now he's asking...
Right, now he's got Bonsai Yeah questions.
After watching yesterday, I'm interested in doing something with succulents. What other ones would you suggest? Oh. Well, geez. The succulents that I'm really enjoying right now are Portulacara afras. And I think you'd say the same thing, right?
Absolutely, yeah.
They make amazing bonsai. And if you did watch my garden tour from yesterday's video, I have a lot of different Portulacara afras working. They're all over. These dwarf jades, as they were, their common name would be. Yeah, I'd say that's a good one. What other succulents would be good? I've got aloe. It's not a really good one, but you could make a bonsai. Nigel Saunders made one. It's not traditional bonsai by any stretch.
Right.
But I'd say that would be the only real candidate is that Portulacara. Maybe the Ming Aurelia?
You know, I'm not too savvy on like succulent names, so I have 3 or 4 in mind, but I don't know how to describe them other than using words without their names, so I don't know what they are. There's definitely anything that has more of like a propensity to make that bark and trunk. So those would be things.
The cork barked varieties of the dwarf jade is what you want. Yeah, because that
the
kind
jade's
of
like
bark
trunk out,
great.
so then like that's what you can like build a bonsai tree and design off of is that base. So you need something that has just the trunk in order for it to be an actual bonsai. So there's lots of succulents like sedum and stuff that essentially don't make that trunk. So you're looking for some trunkiness.
Yeah, so if it kind of looks like a tree in the succulent form, it's probably a good candidate.
Exactly.
And with the dwarf jades, if you watch Little Jade Bonsai videos, he really has showed you that the more often you prune those, the more that it ramifies and it gets more dense, and you can really get some really dense pads.
Mm-hmm.
With some jades. It's really cool. And just by the nature that it grows, every time you cut it, it's going to grow too. So it really can bifurcate very easily. So I'm playing with it. So I'd say that would be where you want to start, Kevin, is that Portulacara afra, also known as elephant bush, also known as dwarf jade. And you can eat it too. You can eat the foliage. It's like just full of water, really. It's got a bit of a sweet taste.
Some spicy water.
If you ever had those plants, that grass that has like yellow flower, but it tastes like sugar almost, sugar plant. I don't know what it's called. I don't know the actual name of it, but you can chew on the stem and it's real sweet.
So I've done a bunch of cutback over here. It's looking nice. And again, since this is the non-directional side of the tree's flowing that way, all these things have gotten much shorter, and we're going to leave this side a lot longer. Plus, we're going to do some wiring out here to kind of set it up in directions. Just seeing if there's any...
Yeah, and I don't think I have to, like, keep defoliating that far up.
Oh, yeah, you see where there's this, like, trifurcation where you have the main...
Yeah, come in and see this.
Where there's the main branch that flows
Hold
through
up, let
here.
me focus here.
Yeah, sure.
Okay.
So you have a couple different spots where this branch essentially starts to have two, because they grow out of like this laterally. So you have two buds that'll grow out in the same opposite side.
Opposite. They call that opposite.
Well,
grow,
I think opposite is like where you have like opposite leaf patterns would be like one here, one here, one
I thought
here.
that was
so
alternating.
Oh, there you go. Nicely done. Yeah, so you're spot on, Los. Opposite is, again, like you said, where they
And I
grow
learned
out of
that
the
from
same
like
spot.
bald cypress versus dawn redwood.
Yeah, alternating opposite. Well done. So in this regards, like we will want to address this because that of the opposite growth patterns, it's going to create some like reverse taper. So in some of these situations, like out here towards the tip and the end, we'll essentially just remove the middle piece, and that'll just leave a little bit of extra, and then that'll like die back and make sure that your branch is still strong and growing. But since this is like one of the primary branches that's really longer, I want to keep some of that length on there. So wherever we're seeing kind of that trifurcation, I'll just simply remove one there, and then maybe this one here, so that way we can keep the...
We don't want that. We don't want three. And then, gotcha.
Yeah.
Trifurcation.
Ideally. Yeah, so there's a couple...
It's a very difficult trifurcation.
One more there to knock out. And then, yeah, olives in general, they do really well. So you could make a cutting out of this if you really wanted to, like propagate.
You can make a couple cuttings out of that,
Oh,
right?
yeah, exactly. That's what I was going to get at. You could start with as little as this to be a successful cutting.
Get out.
So that would make a very happy little tree. Wherever the petiole is connected to the leaf, you can see like a latent bud just hanging out in there. So I'm
Here, get in there and see that latent bud. That's I've always talked about that petiole, that little bud that gets activated. If this was on the tree and you gave it a cut right here, these petioles, these buds, would start activating and grow out as the new leaders, which is cool.
Yeah, the petiole is the piece that connects the leaf to the stem.
And what do we call the
just like a bud.
It's a bud.
Yeah, just like a latent bud or a dormant bud that's set whenever
That's the
it's
actual bud.
This is like next
The
season's
petiole
growth.
is the stem of that, of this.
So like that would be the petiole.
The stem of the leaf.
Yeah, the stem of the leaf where it connects to the branch.
Okay, excellent.
So if I was to propagate all this stuff, I'd essentially like just defoliate all of these.
It doesn't. It can't support these leaves.
Right, because there's no roots for the water uptake, so then you're like reducing the demand on the transpiration. Olive propagation. Here we go. And then essentially just make a whole bunch of cuttings.
They have no connection. Screen is black, it said.
Womp womp.
I don't know, I can see everything still.
So you'd pop all these into a container and put a little bag on top and be good to go.
Cool. And that's what's going to happen to these. We're not going to waste any of these, actually. I'm going to pick all... Look at these.
There's a ton of them. So
there's a forest to be... Oh, that one fell in the trash. So yeah, these, especially the one with these roots. We're going to get this going.
Yeah, the ones with the roots are very straightforward. Set those back there and keep on.
Yeah, we'll pick all this stuff up later. So we'll just continue on. Keep asking us questions. This is where we use our imagination, I guess. I guess they can't hear us very well.
Oh,
Or they can only hear us, they can't see us. All right, yeah, we're supposed to be hurrying up. We only have this place for another hour, so we actually got to hurry up.
Yeah,
We
no
are
problem.
actually a bit behind, so let's stop playing around, and we got some defoliation to do. I'm gonna put on some music while we do it.
Yeah, we're on track from a tree standpoint. I think feeding something through there. And maybe trying to put this underneath that.
I'm gonna play our
That long playlist.
yeah. I won't be able to see any of the things, the comments.
Oh yeah.
That's okay.
I mean, I can keep an eye on them.
You just let me know.
You were seeming to get some.
Can they see now? Where they were
Yeah.
saying they couldn't see.
Yeah, I think someone hit a button on the board and changed the source.
Get
'Cause
out.
That's the only way that would have
You think somebody came into the studio and did that?
Fucking sabotage.
Sabotage?
Fucking
Really?
sabotage, boys.
I saw those people in Studio 3. They
Yeah,
were
they were eyeballing
mean
us
mugging
pretty
for
hardcore.
mean mugging for sure.
So this is all license free. I mean, we can.
Yeah, that's perfectly fine to go out over the channel.
Yeah, but then you can't like. I can't edit with this, so this is all gonna be like just quiet, and I have to mute the volume.
Yeah, I was
editing
wondering-
over this is gonna be weird.
Yeah.
When we get into talking, I'll shut off the music.
Yeah.
But this is all Bonsai Yeah music anyways right here.
Okay.
Dave's Bonsai has a premiere at 9 p.m. That's coming from Blue Jay Bonsai. Just hope to see you there as well.
What time is it? They're an hour ahead, I think.
5:35. Yeah, 9 p.m. Eastern.
Yeah, we're not gonna be here there. Are you trying to promote somebody else's work on
That's what it
our
sounded like.
channel,
That's,
bro?
That's what it sounds like. Listen here, Blue Jay Bonsai.
I love Blue Jay. He's just.
The interview. You interviewed him, right?
Yes.
How old is the tree coming from Lily Rue?
As a bonsai tree, age-wise, it's only 2 to 3 years old, at most. I mean, it got repotted into this container. We were talking about that last year, so it's no more than 18 months old as a bonsai.
But you know what they're asking.
But as an actual living organism, this tree is probably on the upwards of like 75 years, I'd say.
It's older than anybody that's watching right now. It has made a ton of olives. And, you know, it's possible if you eat olives, you may have eaten an olive from this at one time or another.
Only if you get California olives.
If you get California olives, that's right.
Hey, we got Nigel.
What's up, Nigel?
Oh my goodness, Nigel. He is number one. The reason why we have as many subscribers right now. He was kind enough to let me interview him over Zoom, and I think people still watch that to this day.
Yeah, he's great.
His
What's
clip
up? Nice
and
to
grow.
meet
You got to admit, his clip and grow is so great, and it's such a great way to do bonsai if you've got the time, you know. Which we all do
Absolutely.
have the time, but
That's what it's all about, the time.
and
What I like about Nigel is that you can see the output of clip and grow over a long period of time.
yes,
It's not just like I started clipping and growing. Like that's a process that takes time and dedication to realize the design.
and he really has a good eye.
Definitely having fun. Glad to be in bonsai now. Wish I started when I was younger.
Don't we all?
That's cool.
What do you think about people who defoliate, where they take and they just smack all those
Super
suckers out?
valid question. I mean, like that is an effective way to do it, and it depends. Like, what are you trying to get at? If you have like hundreds and hundreds of small cuttings that don't like doesn't matter, why not? Right? That's the fastest way. On this one, this is like a high caliber tree that we're trying to like maximize. So I'm trying to keep all those latent buds on there. So no judgment on
Because
the
that's all,
people.
yeah.
But you're just destroying those buds that we were looking at
And
earlier.
it takes much longer for them to rebuild those buds, if they're going to rebuild them at all.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
I agree with you.
But if I had 500 cuttings and I was trying to just like defoliate all of them at once, I would maybe,
But truth be told, I've totally done that to my trees, and they bounce like right back. Dude.
Exactly.
Like especially if it's a subtropical tree.
Yeah.
They don't worry about those buds. But treat them better. You know, you will get better. They'll grow back faster. Yes, they'll grow back, but they grow back faster if you don't get rid of the bud. Makes perfect sense. Brandon, can you hear the music over our talking?
Yeah. Like it's very loud.
It's pretty loud.
Yeah, you're gonna have fun with this.
the editing nightmare.
Well,
that
that's
you've
like
created
2
for
minutes
yourself.
of.
Yeah.
That's better, right?
Yeah.
All right. I mean, and we're not going to show every last minute of the.
No, I figured you're gonna do a lot of
defoliation, so-
cuts, and I'm trying to get some good B-roll.
Matter of fact, if it sounds good on the live stream, this is like exclusively for live stream stuff because I'm going to edit all this stuff and go pretty quick through this process until we get to the wiring when we turn off the music and talk more.
Okay.
But we'll do answer some questions, all that good stuff. You're just getting B-roll at the moment.
I mean,
and
I'm going back and forth.
yeah, you get B-roll, and then give us some questions from the live stream if there's any as well. Ooh, this is my jam, dude. I always liked using this this song in our music.
It's got some new Java's flavor
So
to it.
apparently,
New
Maybe
Java's.
Bonsai channel is now streaming as well, according to Nigel. And with all the premieres, someone said Blue Jay saying it's an awesome night for Bonsai on YouTube.
Yeah, everyone's
Bonsai.
streaming right now.
Yeah, there's a lot of scheduled.
Maybe Bonsai. That is he's from the Toronto Bonsai Club as well. He's Nigel's friend as well. What's his
Okay.
name? Zing or Zong? It's that kind of style name.
Yeah, I've not heard of him.
Oh, Zen, X-I-N,
Zin, yeah, Zin.
from Maybe Bonsai.
Maybe Bonsai. That's him.
Maybe Bonsai, like we're not sure if this
Yeah.
is Bonsai or not.
It's up for discussion.
That's what's up though.
Yeah.
I mean, there's a whole thread around what are we even doing here? What do we call this thing that we're doing?
Yeah, I know it's pretty silly what we're doing right now.
Are we Japanese? Can we use Japanese words like bonsai and really make it ours? Is that us? I don't know.
I really think so. Do 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 do.
Yeah. Bonsai, yeah.
Bonsai. You know, we don't even play the intro anymore in the
Old news.
videos.
Old.
It's old news now. Yeah, the intro video. Nobody cares that I have an intro, right? Just get into the video, Los. It's 2022. I don't need an intro to your freaking show. Nobody told me that, but I got it because I.
But I
felt
got
that
one
way.
anyways because you know why? Everyone needs an intro,
Everyone does need an intro.
except for those people who don't. You know who you are. Usually at like a big dinner party that I never go to, it's like the man who needs no introduction. Yeah.
There he is.
Oh yeah, it's Obama.
I'd have a lot of questions for that man. I tell you what. Like, how can you be like so dashing and so handsome at the same time?
Someone's got a man crush.
I do. I'd be like, Mr. Brock, you're my man.
You just go right for it, huh?
And go, let me ask you a question. How did you love? Like, why are you so loved throughout the country and like the world? Like, how does it feel to be so loved by the country? Like, I want to ask him those kind of questions, you know?
Get a question from Blue Jay Bonsai.
Blue Jay, what's up?
Carlos.
Yes.
At Bonsai by the Sea does a cool song on the bongos in his Yamadori challenge video. You'd like it. Drum emoji, music symbol emoji.
Okay, I'll check that out. Thanks, man. But yeah, questions that I'd ask Obama. Like, why?
Back to-
Like, have you ever tried bonsai? Because I think you'd be like really good at it, you know?
Valid.
Like, what else
I
you
was
got?
wondering.
What else you got going on? Like, this is the perfect time in your life to try bonsai, Mr. Barack.
Yeah, what are you doing on the weekends, huh, man?
What do you think he's doing? Hanging out, making policy?
He's probably
No
watching
way,
this stream right now.
dude. Could you
Put
imagine,
it out there.
Mr. Barack? If you're watching this live stream, like, dude.
Got a question for you.
First of all, you could purchase this bonsai to get started, and you know we'll come and style it for
Nice try. Maybe for Barack Obama. Maybe.
you. You don't think he'd sell it to even Barack Obama?
I said maybe. You have to know what he's doing first, though.
Well, you know one thing. Definitely, he's not going to pay taxes on it. My man don't have to pay no taxes, okay?
Just sales tax.
That's 9%. Well, it's 8.825. 8.25. Any new questions on the line there, Brandon?
So you do a lot of wiring? You got some good ideas around what you want to wire over there?
Well, yeah, now that you mention it, when you talk about this being fire, man, like, I definitely want, yeah, I see all these, like, individual little guys still playing a part. I don't know about this guy, but it would be kind of cool to see, like, and you were talking about abstract or surreal. Maybe if they come in and sort of,
Whoa!
I don't know, turn in together and like have a turn where they come in all in unison, but then still kind of as a fire, kind of
Like spiraling together.
I don't know. Yeah,
Just
maybe.
thinking through that, right? Kind of like what you're thinking about. Without like touching though, right? So,
I don't know.
I like the thinking. That's super creative. Might be hard to execute on.
Yeah, yeah.
The realization of that might be the challenge.
It's a cool idea. All right, we have to finish defoliation by like 10 minutes.
Oh, sure. Yeah, we'll be done with that. I mean, I got a lot of this stuff wired out over here.
I'm digging this jam right here. I gotta use this one more.
Yeah, this is solid. Solid.
I think we got the best music of any bonsai program out there on YouTube.
Don't tell them your source though.
I shouldn't, yeah. It's all licensed, so it's like totally cool for us to use anytime we want.
It's like public license?
It's a license, yeah.
Oh, okay.
Like, I bought this song. Like, I can
gotcha.
use the song in any context I want, pretty much now,
Yeah.
to make money, you know?
If you own the song, you have the license.
It's like a one-time kind of fee.
Ah, a license. It's licensed to you. I understand now.
I bought it.
I license Greg. Can you milk me?
I can milk you. Hey, what do you think about this this little nubby? Should I pull this nubby all the way back?
Not all the way back.
Like,
Because there's like a whole bunch of these that are gonna need to be addressed.
Uh-huh.
You want to show the crew.
Hang on. Yeah. There you go.
So there's like, go ahead.
yeah, I was asking him about pulling this nub right off and just going flush with this nub. Let me get the music off real quick.
Yeah.
So yeah, there's this nub right here that I asked Brandon, hey, do you think I should go ahead and cut this off? And now that I see that there are little nubs everywhere, so you were going to mention something about these
Yeah,
nubs.
there's tons of little just dead roots or dead branches that are no longer here that were flush cut or like cut back a long time ago. So within and it's got Deadwood on it already, right? So if this was like a hornbeam or something, then yeah, cut it flush, let it heal over. But for this specific thing, what we're going to end up doing is probably going through and adding a lot of Deadwood features to them. So I'd leave this here, basically take some pliers and like try to break it in half.
And then try to get half of it off and roll it back.
Yeah, it's got like a natural split through there, so I'd like try to use
Cool.
that to do that, and then that'll tie into the whole design and like within a dragon approach, right? Like it's gonna just be another little like rivet just sticking out of it.
The accelerated dragon Sicilian. All right.
This is the accelerated dragon now, right here. You have been named. Congrats.
The accelerated dragon Sicilian.
Sicilian. Lots of reduction, and yeah, just generally speaking, summertime, especially here in Texas, we still have all of like what is mid through August, so we still have 2 months or 2 weeks of August, and then we have probably like a whole month of September, and then maybe even a month of October on best guess for growth. So that's like
So got a good solid 2 months of growing season.
8 to 10 weeks left of growth
Yeah.
in the in the quote unquote summer of Texas out here. So
Absolutely. And then even then, like it goes sometimes down to 50 in the in the nighttime.
yeah, those nighttime temps, those are the triggers.
It's like when we hit January is when we have to start thinking about it a little more. Watch out for those low temps. Hopefully I'm going to have my greenhouse up and my new greenhouse. Keep everybody alive. I did well last year. I tell you what. I didn't lose anybody.
Yes. It's always a good winter. It's pretty cold too. Pretty
Dude.
cold.
It's no snow apocalypse, but I tell
true.
you. That was a rough winter.
Yeah, two winters back here in Austin. It's like woo.
Thought we were all gonna.
When you stop being concerned about the trees and you're like, am I gonna live?
Any questions from the live stream there, Brandon?
Not really a lot of side banter in chat amongst
talk amongst yourselves,
Yeah.
friends. Yes.
Well, let's see here. For example, let's see. Andrew
Come
says,
check out Blue Jay Bonsai.
Well, let's find out what.
What did Andrew
here's
say?
one I missed. What will the next challenge be, Carlos? And that's coming from your boy Nigel.
Oh, snap.
Oh,
He wants
man.
to get ahead. He wants to know.
You know, if I said it now, you're gonna be able to prepare, and I'm gonna be crying to my mommy. So
Hey, as long as you got that Bieber lemonade, though. Nigel, how was that, by the way? Because I'm a Bieber fan.
the Bieber brew.
Yeah, the Bieber brew. And smash that like button. Yeah, absolutely. Be sure to subscribe to our channel.
Smash that. Where does that originate from? Smash that like button.
I'm going to say YouTube.
Well, yeah, do it.
Nailed it.
Nigel's about to have to dip out for his premiere.
Cool. Thanks for stopping in.
So, thank you, Nigel.
Nigel's got a premiere, man. He's gonna take all the guys that are watching. We'll be here after it's done, I think. I think he's still doing.
It's a premiere? I'll be back. What time? Is that happening?
Later. Ask Nigel. I'll ask him right now. Is it another Connor bench tour? I don't know if he finished that or not. I didn't finish watching all of the last premiere he had at Connor's, but Connor's got trend. He's like the Brandon Baldouf of
Got some good
America.
trees, huh? Having fun?
of Canada. Yeah, Connor's cool, man. He doesn't have his own channel, but I think you'd like his style. Do you know who we're talking about?
No, I haven't heard of him.
Yeah, the last like 6 episodes of Nigel's channel have been him at Connor's place.
Okay, that makes sense then, yeah. Because tonight is Connor's bench tour.
Ah, there you have
Well,
it.
Part 7.
Yeah, he's already made like 6 episodes of that.
Yeah, so this will be part 7.
Part 7, so yeah.
He must have a lot of trees.
Dude, that's what I'm saying. He's got a lot of things.
I don't think he toured.
And I think he's the president of KW Bonsai, if I'm not mistaken.
Solid.
Remix.
Wait for the beat.
Yes. See how short it is on this side?
Yeah, yeah.
Just pulled it in. We'll just keep letting it grow. It's basically.
Really pulling it back, yeah.
They keep growing. Just keep cutting them. And
Oh,
they
I
just
love
keep growing.
what you've done right here with this guy. I don't know if you did that or not, but that's freaking, that's
Yeah.
sweet.
Then I took the other one and I like kind of just. We'll
Oh,
see
and
if I
he's dipping down in there.
can tuck it under there. Yeah.
That's cool. That's cool, man. That's hip. When I say be cool, stay hip, that's what I'm talking about.
Follows that line pretty nice, huh? That one's gonna go left. Okay, I'd say all this stuff over here is pretty much finito. Maybe one more clip there. So for the streamers, do they know about, like, you're talking about behind the scenes kind of into what's going on here? Do they know about your, like, your location and where you film and all that sort of stuff? 'Cause I think that's really novel.
I think for the most part, they know that I'm in Austin and I film here in the local TV public access studio.
Okay.
And because we can also go live there. I think next time we do a live stream, we should go ahead and try to see if we can secure us go live on Austin as well, Austin Public. That would be cool. See if we can get some local people to even they can call in too. This place can receive phone calls.
Yep.
What's the phone number here?
It's 477 bat.
Is it?
Yep.
Oh wow!
With two T's.
I was very much thought you were.
Yeah.
trolling.
Hey, if somebody's listening.
It's the phone line in here, but if you want to call in, it's 512-477-2288. BATT.
Thought I was kidding.
I
We're,
would've not-
we're chilling in here. You can hit us up. All right.
Yeah, we are in a public access studio, just like Zach Galifianakis doing Between Two Ferns.
Oh, is that a public access too?
No, he pretends it is.
Oh, okay.
Or crack an egg.
Crack an egg, yeah. Bitch can't. So.
We got McMurray on the line.
You don't want to say any bad words on here. I was about to say F. McMurray. Ricky Cookie.
She's about to be jobbed. I'll wire it out.
Jawed?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hit it with the wire.
I think I went a little too hard with this wire here. Yeah, I went a little too much. A little too much.
We'll just use what you have.
Yeah, that's gonna be good. It ain't too short.
Yeah. So you're thinking this one should go away?
Yeah, it's a little too far down.
Just pulling energy from the
But
top.
maybe you could give a little bit of depth. I don't know. Like if you look from this, it's gone now.
Oh! Yeah, put it back, he said.
Stop, put it back. Put it back in there.
We'll use this one for the depth, and then there's another one here that will
There's
work
plenty
on.
of back guys for depth, yeah. Thank you. Gotcha.
There's always the questions around like aluminum and copper. I go back and forth. I did get inspired by Dan Robinson. I've been listening to some of his podcasts with Mariah. Dan Robinson's a great guy.
He's been doing like the Schefflera ones, right?
Oh, Dan Robinson's been doing just like he's got the Ellen Dan Gardens up in Washington. So not I don't think he does Schefflera.
Oh, okay. Maybe I'm thinking there was another guy that's been working. Oh, we got some people watching this stream.
When he's talking through the like copper versus aluminum, it's just like
Lily Rue asks, is
Lily.
it growing over a rock?
is this growing over a rock?
Is this growing over a rock?
Negative. The only rock. This is a concrete slab that we have here, but there's no rock on it. So essentially, this is all deadwood.
I think maybe
It does
she's
look like
asking
it, though.
about this actual structure we see here, where the plant
Oh!
is coming from.
Wild. Yeah. No. This is like all living olives. This is from like an olive tree that was. I'm not sure exactly how large it was. Probably maybe like twice this size. But yeah, very tall.
Yeah, Andrew
olive.
is saying no. That's just the stump, and yes, he's absolutely right about that. Let me see if
Yeah.
we can pull up our.
Oh man,
Yeah, it's all
I can
stuff.
just zoom it in. It's way more difficult trying to move.
All right, take it easy, Brandon.
What's up?
No, Brandon's getting mad at me because I moved the camera.
Oh yeah.
Sorry.
I was like, what did I do?
Not you. I
Yeah,
almost
no
called him
worries.
bald off. I was like, oh shoot.
Yeah.
He's not bald off.
He's not that guy.
I call you bald off, and I call him Brandon because I've known him longer as Brandon, so it'd be hard for me to.
No offense here. It's cool. I like Brandon's.
Or B. I'll call you B or bald off.
Most of the
When I
Brandons
refer to
like
you, I call you bald off, but I'll call you like Brandon, you know.
Gosh, why are there so few names in this world? Lots of Toms. You know a lot of Toms?
I don't think I have one Tom friend. Yeah.
Well, you're missing out on a Tom in your life, then I'll say that.
Thomas. Now, do these, can you get and create pads with this kind of foliage?
Oh, super
over
easily.
time?
Absolutely. Yes, that's the general concept, though, right? Is like so like on this side, every time it starts bifurcating, it's gonna create more ramification in a denser cloud. So these are just like the primary structural lines of where these things are gonna be placed. But as it grows, yeah, these are gonna bush out a little bit and like look like little trees.
And that's why we don't want to like have them so far out when we cut them, because we want to pull them back so that they grow out closer to the trunk.
Yeah, this is like maybe one season's growth.
Wow.
So like if you extend this to here, like we're way far away from the design. So you're just slowly collecting little sections, little nodes and increments of it. What time's the drop dead time? 7? 6:30?
And yeah, I guess she was referring to this being on a cement slab. Yes.
Okay, cool. Yeah.
Yes, this is a cement slab, which looks like a pretty cool little slate stone. Cool. All right,
So it's growing on it. It's not. I guess it is planted on it. There are holes that are designed in the bottom of this for drainage, and tie-down wires and all that. So it does have drainage through there. And then essentially just like planted a bunch of soil and covered it all in sphagnum moss. So that's what you see as the top dressing, and the sphagnum moss keeps it all retained in there. All of the soil and roots.
pretty awkward spot to have like these like anchored these, you know, trying to wire two branches at the same time in this area because they're so far apart from each other. So you have these like bridges of wire there. You want to try to press up against the trunk as much as you can.
As long as we can get the branches to move, that's the ultimate objective.
That is absolutely right.
The continuation of the Dan Robinson philosophy is essentially like, I don't care what it looks like, it's a GD temporary training aid.
That's right.
As long as you can, you know, accomplish what you're trying to get stylistically from using wire, whether it's copper or aluminum, then don't worry about it. Aluminum tends to be more reusable than copper, so if you're not too concerned about the aesthetics while it's being trained, then like, you know, there's some good pros there. Definitely use more copper on junipers.
Yeah, because they don't grow as fast, right? So you're okay with letting them sit there longer, and they're a little stronger too over time.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Yeah, I totally get it.
And oftentimes when I'm doing juniper work, you're breaking all the branching. You're like breaking all the the fibers and the tissues in there. So like if you try to move it around too much, you're like bend and then it snaps back and then bend and snaps back. Like all that back and forth is, you know, causing more damage than necessary. So ideally you can just put it in place once and it's set.
that bald cypress we made together that on the slab.
Yeah, you put it in the Austin Bonsai Society show, didn't you?
I did, yeah, and it was really looking good. You know, last few weeks, man, I've been dealing with like the bottom of the foliage in a way, the bottom part of the foliage kind of dying off. I don't know, and it kind of did that last year too, like almost as if it was preparing for the fall. And I was like, man, it seems a little early.
Depends on if it's shedding its foliage. That's not a concern.
Yeah, it seems like it is in a way.
Yeah, they do that. They do like a summer dormancy sort of shed.
It's been totally dormant for a while. You know, just sort of chilling. It's a little warmer and drier than it usually is.
Yeah, for sure. With the heat, they'll drop some foliage. No concerns.
And honestly, I've been trying to find a like
it scared
tub.
me though.
Yeah.
Yeah, and you're like, oh no, what's going wrong with my bald cypress? It's summertime. It's not time to lose your leaves yet. What are you gonna do?
And I think it's because it also doesn't have a. Like I should put it in a tub or something, so like the whole slab can like sit in some water. You know.
It's a pro tip though. I do think they like that.
It's just about finding the right one that still makes it look nice.
Sounds like you need a pond feature.
Dude, that'd be so sweet.
Yeah, the pond's nice touch. It's a nice touch.
I found a bald cypress at HEB where I live.
$50 Bonsai Yeah challenge.
Dude, seriously, it was $24 for this thing, and it's like, dude, it's 6 feet tall, and you got to give it a good chop where you want it. But I think I want that one to grow like a nice like upright with fat buttress.
Did you take it home with you?
Oh yeah, it's in my garden right now, man. Just like chilling in a pot. I'm gonna uproot it, pot it to a wider pot so that it wants to sprawl out some more, and it's just sitting in a kind of thing that keeps it wet. I kind of underwent with that. I think that's okay. That still works out.
They're fun. I've potted a few bald cypresses this year. I have a few clients who are like, what do I do with this brand new bald cypress tree that I have? And it's like, well, what do you want to do? And we ended up potting them.
It just is the right thing to do for now. You want them to, they can really thicken up if you let them. And that one after I saw from Bennett, I forget what was his name. He won. I think he won the San Antonio show.
San Antonio, yeah.
Last name is Bennett. That's all I remember because that's my last name. So his bald cypress is in the pot, and he said it grew knees in the pot. So that's what I wanted to do. Oh, that'd be so cool.
I'm in love with that.
It's the tree's knees.
You don't see too much knee formation in bonsai bald cypress.
No, and he said that he was able to get that to happen inside the
container.
In the container. So
it's like,
that's what makes it even like way like cooler. Like holy crap, what kind of conditions did he like leave it? I mean, he's growing it in Louisiana, if I'm not mistaken. I mean, it's prime over there. That's where you want to grow them, you know.
Yeah, absolutely. I've always wanted to go swamp hunting, just like out in the swamp and just like go collecting. Yeah, exactly. See what you can make happen. And gators.
Too much in front of the camera. Get out of the way of the camera, man.
Maybe they like what they see.
I like that booty. Gotta get that wired. Maybe. Oh boy. We got a half an hour to finish this project.
Yeah, we got it. There's like what? One more branch that needs wiring? One or two more branches that need wiring over there, and then we can play around with what everything looks like when it's all styled and moved. Does that include cleanup time then?
That does include cleanup time.
So we're almost done.
But we'll be able to sweep this up with no problem.
Sweet. Yeah, you went for that crazy hard cluster of 4.
I know.
The quad clump.
Kind of got me. But I think we got that going.
Somebody missed it. Wait, what is growing in Louisiana?
Bald cypress.
Bald cypress is in the swamps, yeah.
I asked him about I talked about the bald cypress that I have that we built together on the slab, and it's losing its foliage. If you watched our last episode, I talked about that. Okay, we got those. So everything's wired up.
Yeah. Yeah, it sure is.
All right, so let's do this for the camera.
What are you doing? For which camera?
Main camera. This is for the show, for the video.
Live stream be damned.
Well, just take a back row and see the magic behind the scenes. You gotta pause, have moments. Go ahead.
Okay, we have now defoliated for the most part and wired all the branches that we're going to be moving. Take a look at this thing. Yeah, we're going to get a lot of close-ups of this later too, Brandon. This is going to... that is neat. Okay, so... Sorry.
Nope. Okay.
Sweet. Now all we're going to do is try to move these into some sweet looking places and just try to make this look like fire coming out of here. Bend these a bit to look like maybe some of these little spikes around his back. He's going to defoliate some more there, and I think we're looking pretty cool, man.
Yeah, we've made accomplished what we came to accomplish.
Absolutely. So got this guy. He's okay.
Oh yeah. I'll snag that one real quick.
Yeah, how do you handle when they're just one?
Sure. Yeah. There's
That's
like
probably a good thing to show people, right?
yeah, wiring. Maybe we can talk. I don't know. We're on time, so I don't want to talk too
you're
much
right.
on the
Yeah.
wiring pieces. But in regards to like this one, so you're basically just trying to anchor the wire to something.
Find
So,
something, right?
Yeah, exactly. So there's a little piece of deadwood over here that could work to where you just like anchor the wire there. I go underneath that.
You like to go under the branch there, the armpit of the branch. They call that the
do.
shoulder, though, right?
Yeah.
It's weird how I used to always think that, obviously this looks like an armpit if it's coming out, but how would that be a shoulder?
Isn't the shoulder the opposite of the armpit?
Yeah,
Like,
in
it's the same thing.
yeah, in terms of when we talk about like like limbs or whatever, right? But yeah, like this would be the shoulder to me, and that would be the armpit, but we call the bottom part the shoulder, right?
Yes, exactly.
Interesting. Clearing up some nomenclature.
Okay, so this is one of the lower branches, so we're gonna drop it down.
You want to
towards
get some real dynamic movement on that. Do you also sort of twist it as you like?
yeah, sometimes.
Yeah. Okay.
Sometimes depends. With junipers, yes, absolutely. With junipers, with the olives, what I'm really looking at here is like where are these secondary branches positioned, and then trying to like expose those to where they're moving in a favorable direction.
Cool.
So just kind of trying to line up that.
Someone's having a very animated podcast.
And those friends are all set over there, by the way, Lois.
Okay, I'm not gonna
Yeah.
touch those then.
I mean, if you think you're gonna move them around, we can. I was just like kind of moving them here and there and positioning them as I wired them, so we could focus more on this side.
Yeah, you're right.
So kind of something like that.
I think also they need to kind of sort of like come back towards the side here, I guess, in a way.
This side.
Yeah, sort of like see how they're sort of coming out this way. Perhaps they have
Oh,
some
yeah.
movement coming back around somewhere.
So this is like one of our lower branches to like fill out this, like if we're making like a 3D, like a three-dimensional cloud, right, in this area, this is going to be like one of the other ones. So now we'll like one of the front, outside, lower, bottom sections. So we'll essentially start moving all these other things like in relationship to where this one is set up, maybe following some of the same patterns, but again, looking to take this branch that's growing towards the viewer and make sure it's set up to be in that position.
Okay. Cool, man.
So maybe in this region, and then we got these two above it, these other 4 branches. So maybe this one goes up. Yeah, I would use a thicker wire gauge on this, by the way.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We need a little bit more on that one.
This won't, like, if I move it here, it's just gonna like move, basically snap back. This is good.
Oh, this one is just for this guy right here.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Yeah, this is definitely not for this.
Yeah, so we would probably want like a 3.5.
Yeah, 'cause that's not gonna do
maybe.
anything.
Yeah.
Matter of fact, I don't. Yeah, I think this single one is not even connected to anything on that branch there. Yeah.
That's okay. You tuck them on in there as long
Tuck
as,
'em.
again, it can help it move, then that's what we're looking for. So we'll just add a little bit of a thicker piece of wire on here.
Ooh, some thick stuff.
Yeah, we'll go with like a 4 gauge.
And you can really bend these guys, huh? Not feel like you're gonna even get close to cracking them.
Yeah,
It's really nice.
they do have a snapping point, but they're
Yeah.
super limber. Cut that way too long, but it's okay. So then that can probably go back a little bit.
Going back a bit.
What do you think? One more?
Yeah.
Leave it length?
No, yeah, that was, yeah, go back there a little bit more. Mm-hmm.
Then you just want to double check that you don't have like too much of a strong presence of 90-degree angles, S-bends, stuff that's like super predictable.
Straights.
Or
You want
yeah.
solid movement throughout the whole thing.
It's a first pass, and we'll see how it ends up.
I know. So, like, when you don't want to keep adjusting over, you don't want to keep adjusting. You want to try to figure it out within the first couple tries, because that's, overall that's going to weaken the tree, won't it? You can't just keep over here and just keep, moving it where you want all the time, right?
Yeah, you can damage the branch.
Yeah,
pretty
just keep going.
substantially if you
Keep messing with her.
if you keep trying to move it around without setting it. So yeah, I think this stuff is all pretty. I think
Yeah.
it's in like a good position. Thinking through if we want this one to go over or if we want to try to bring it underneath. Like we can go over the top,
Ooh,
right, to
yeah.
fill in some of, like, it's got length on it, so just trying to help. Exactly.
Yeah.
Something like
I
in
like
this,
that.
in this region. Play with some of this Deadwood stuff.
Yeah,
up
play
there.
like root over rock kind of style with this, yeah.
It
That's
can probably
cool.
come back to here. I would probably like. put
Yeah,
this-
that's cool, man. That does give it like a flame look. Yeah, we gotta do some over here too. Get some movement in those. Too straight.
Yeah, this will swing out here a little bit more.
Fan them out a bit for depth. Oh, dude, that is looking like something.
What do we have here, ladies and gentlemen? Aliens of all species. humans.
Yeah, you're sort of going windswept on one side to kind of emulate the flames.
Yeah, just in time for the Game of Thrones.
Just in time. The dragons are coming. Winter as
Got
well.
a message from Titan Uranus.
I like that guy. He's funny.
That's my motto. Always go over the top.
That's right. Especially with a username.
He was waiting for it.
Yeah.
He was waiting for that one.
Titan Uranus. That's too good.
All right, we're trying to start
Those are
wrapping
great
up here in
planets.
5
Those are
minutes.
great planet bodies. Titan. The
Well,
moon.
Titan's a moon of Uranus, isn't it?
Boom. It's a clever boy. Person, human, them. Clever them. Clever they.
All right, and so yeah, we should do something with this big old.
I
Crazy
need to do
guy.
a battery change real quick.
No,
On the mics or?
And then we need
No,
to
on
be
the ca- on the
wrapping up
cam-
in about 5
Yeah, we got 5 minutes to.
That'll still give us 15 minutes to clean up. So,
Yeah. We're solid
all right,
on
cool.
time here, and we can be done whenever you guys want to. Just kind of, like Los is saying, we need to figure out how to do that. Oh, so you want to deal with this big branch here? This is the next one.
It
So since
seems maybe
it's
like it doesn't
super
even need
thick-
to be there either. You know, it's so thick.
Back rolling.
Option is complete removal, or what we can do is drop it. Drop it like it's hot.
Mm-hmm.
Pop, lock, and
He can
drop
go
it.
anywhere to fill in where we need.
Yeah, you could have it come join the lower ranks, even though it's emanating from the
here.
top. So, one option is to get rid of it completely. Another option would be to have it show up down here. What do you think?
Man, I'm almost opting to like this needs to go almost. But you
So
got
let's-
like
let's
3
say-
good branches coming off of that towards the bottom.
Peace.
Yeah, he can go.
I love cutting wired branches. Hey, and it's done. No, not yet. Oh, just a little bit more of the
Needs to,
wiggly.
like, these ends will all need to sort of go somewhere, but not look like they're all so random.
Titan is a moon of Saturn.
Saturn.
Titan
Ah,
Uranus.
thank you, Alex Trebek. Rip.
Rip. Do you kind of want the tips to go
Sure.
up?
Yeah,
You know, sort of
if it adds to it, right? Let's
find
do
a
it.
little bit of a point. That bottom one is too crazy.
This one?
Yeah.
This one?
Hmm.
Like, it needs to not be here at all.
No, it's good. It's just the angle of it sort of does. It's too much, right?
More subtlety, huh?
Mm-hmm. I think maybe even more. They need to stick more.
Up?
Like more of like 45. They're feel like they're too low.
Oh, all of it's too low?
I don't know. Maybe. Yeah. Just
Okay.
need a little bit of raisiness. Little lift. a fiery horse.
Yeah, and maybe the dragon theme
It's a dragon horse.
doesn't work, right? And maybe it's just an idea to explore, and failing is okay.
All right, now I'm like,
It's a steed.
yeah, this is a chess horse.
Let me take a step back. I think we're here on the time, but yeah, that front lower branch is pretty intense, like you're saying.
If it was thicker and had more taper to it, like it would fit better.
Yeah. All right. That's cool. I'm happy with where it is,
Yeah.
at least for today. There's definitely like more adjustments that I would execute on it. There's some like competing visual space here, where stuff is like fighting for your eye's attention. Like this guy's competing with the one above it. It's apex stuff. So yeah.
Nothing can compete with this truck. I tell you what.
It is a beast. Like, what else would you do with this? I don't even know. Other than put it on a slab.
It's not going to produce any more olives, right? It's done.
It can. It sure can.
Oh, really?
I mean, theoretically, the reason why they collected it and stopped it from making olives in the first place was because it was done. But this species can still make olives. I haven't seen any yet.
We're too busy cutting it down to.
Yeah, it needs the length
Mm-hmm.
to have that fruit.
All right, so let's do some outros and let's do some good B-roll shots of this. Plenty of B-roll shots of this.
As we clean up, yeah.
Do I have a brush? I do have a brush. Not getting too much dirt out here.
Thanks for joining in on the stream, everybody.
Yeah, we ain't done yet. We got to do the outros and then.
We don't have a lot of time.
Yeah.
All right, so let's do the
We need
outros
to be
now.
out of here in less
We
than
need to do
15
the
minutes.
outros and then we're out of here.
Yeah.
But we need to get as much B-roll as we can because this is the finished product. So give me some good stuff here that I can work with.
The creakiness.
Get like just this kind of get this section that we did here. Cool. Get this eye right here. Cool. Okay, let's do this outro and we're good to go.
Sweet.
Okay,
Right.
good?
Yep.
All right, there we have it. This Olea is wired, defoliated, styled up, and ready for some new growth and for the next couple months while we still have it. Brandon Baldouf, you did a great job, man.
Oh, thanks for helping on it. It was a lot
I'm
of
so
fun.
happy to help. I've never worked
Yeah.
on this at all, and it's fun to even get my hands and work on it even a little bit, man. It's fun. Thank you for having me.
Turned out nice. Absolutely.
Yes,
Thanks.
I think it turned out
Likewise.
great, and I can't wait to see the progress of this whole thing. I definitely can see this dragon's breath coming out of here, and this is going to fill up nicely as well. So I can't wait to see some progress photos.
Yeah, absolutely.
My man.
We'll bring it back.
We got to head out of here. If you like our content, don't forget to like, share, subscribe, and hit that little bell icon. We'll see you guys next week. In the meantime, be cool, stay hip, and get yourself a hobby. Goodbye.
It's a wrap.
Okay.
Go on the stream.
You can keep the stream going while we clean up. Why not? No?
Well, we gotta put that stuff away.
All right,
like,
put the stuff away.
We're ready to roll.
Bye, streamers. Thank you guys for joining us. We're out of here. This one right here. Bye.